Hey everybody, thanks for joining me on another episode of Cutting Up with Bae. I'm so happy to have you guys here with me. Now we're gonna make one of my favorite recipes. But before we make my recipe, we are going to go grocery shopping because I don't have everything that I need. So I'm here at Restaurant Depot. I'm grabbing a couple items and I might as well show you guys around while I'm here. Now, Restaurant Depot is a warehouse with basically everything in it. As you can see, this is a half a goat, a half a lamb. They got pork, beef, duck, turkey, you name it, they got it, honey. Beans, greens, tomatoes. So for real, y'all, I like Restaurant Depot, and if I don't check out right now, I will be in here all day. So I'm headed to the line, and we're going to make my favorite recipe, and this is chicken gnocchi soup. Now, there's no Olive Garden near my residence, so I'm making my own soup. Now, I'm going to start this whole recipe off with preheating my skillet, and I'm going to add a little chef-baked garlic butter to that skillet while it's warming up. Now I'm going to season my chicken breast with my Chef Bae chicken seasoning salt. This is one of my newest seasoning salts released on my website, and I'm sure you guys will fall in love with this seasoning the way you guys have fell in love with the other seasonings. Also, we have some new seasonings and some new items that are coming, especially for Black Friday, so you guys make sure you stay tuned. So I'm just making sure I'm getting the seasoning in on both sides. And I don't want to over season it because, again, this chicken is going into some soup. So now that I have both chicken breasts seasoned on both sides, I'm going to transfer them to my skillet. I have my skillet on medium-low heat. Depending on the size of your chicken breast will depend on how long you cook them. You can also use a thermometer. That will also help you if you have issues, or not issues, but you just have trouble kind of gauging cooking times. All right, so I'm gonna flip this second one. And these look good. I wish you guys could smell these, honey. Look at that golden brown crust. See, that's the problem. It ain't gonna be no soup in a minute because I'm about to cut these boys up and I'm about to eat them by themselves. Please do not judge me, you guys. It just smells so good in here. I wish you guys could smell it. So while my chicken is finishing up over there, I have another skillet and I threw in some compound butter that I made. I did post a video for the compound butter on my YouTube. So you can go on there, you can check it out, you can get the recipe, let me know how you like it. It's basically butter, some fresh herbs. You just throw in kind of what you want, but go check out that video and get the full recipe there. Now we're going to add the onions, and this skillet is on medium heat, and I don't want to saute the vegetables. I don't want to brown the vegetables. I want them to sweat. I want them to break down and be translucent and soft for the soup. Into the onions, I've added celery and I've added carrot. I also added in some garlic and just a little more butter. And once I mixed that up, I added this flour in, and I'm going to mix everything up until I get a thick paste. One thing I love about soups, they're basically layer upon layer upon layer of delicious flavors, and this is the base of this particular soup. So it may start off looking a little rough, but trust me, it's going to be amazing. Now I'm adding in some milk, and I'm going to kind of stir everything up, and I'm going to add in some chicken broth as well. I did save my heavy cream because I'm going to add the heavy cream just a little later. Right now I'm just kind of stirring up everything and making sure I'm kind of scraping those bits off off the bottom of the pan because that is so much flavor. Hang in there with me, y'all. I know it might not look appetizing just yet, but again, making a soup is a process. Once you add them layers and build those flavors on there, that flavor profile will come out of nowhere like hiya. It's gonna kick you right in the taste buds, but it's gonna be good. I promise. I cannot wait for you guys to try this. And y'all better come back to my page and let me know how you guys like it. And if there's anything you would tweak, what you tweak. Would you add shrimp? Would you add, look at me, add shrimp. I'm always trying to add some shrimp to something. Let me stay on task. All right, and I don't want to forget that I need to add some seasoning, some salt, some pepper, something to this milk and these vegetables and all this flour. So keep that in mind when you're cooking something. It's okay to taste it along the way. Well, depending on what it is. You don't want to make mac and cheese and after you added the eggs in, try it. Add your eggs in last. But I'm going to try this, and since I've added my chicken in and I'm adding in my heavy cream, I'm going to mix it up, and I'm going to take a new clean spoon and I'm going to try it again. And if it needs a little more pepper or a little more salt, I'll know that. Now I'm going to keep stirring my soup, and I'm going to stir it until it gets a little thicker in consistency. Since I just added the heavy cream, it will take a few minutes for everything to just simmer on low. And in the meantime, I'm going to add the gnocchi to the soup. Gnocchi reminds me of a regular dumpling. I love Caribbean food or like jerk chicken. So depending on where I go, I'll order a dinner and they may garnish the dinner with some dumpling, and I absolutely love it. Gnocchi also reminds me of the dumplings that come in chicken and dumpling soup. While it may not be exactly the same, it's very similar. Depending on who makes chicken and dumpling soup, you might like your dumplings small, you might like them fat, you might like them in strips, but in all, it's basically the same type of texture if you've never had gnocchi. And as you can see, I'm still stirring and I'm looking at the texture, and this soup is getting thicker, and I definitely like the consistency. So we're going to go ahead and add the spinach at this time so we can finish and finalize this dish. The spinach is what really sets this dish off, especially visually, because you got all these wonderful flavors, you have these wonderful colors, and then here you go with these green leafy vegetables just to set the tone and set it all off. Now for the gnocchi, you can look on the side or the back of the box for the instructions, but I generally know with the recipe like this, once that gnocchi starts to float to the top, then you know that is done. Not the soup, but the gnocchi itself is heated through. Oh my God, this looks so good. This is exactly how I remember Olive Garden chicken gnocchi soup. And if it smells as good, then I know it tastes 1,000 times better. All right, so this is the best part. It's time to plate this up, get you a bowl. If you have a side salad or if you have some garlic rolls, some garlic knots, this is perfect for this dish. Fill your bowl as high as you can get it and pour you a glass of wine. My favorite wine is Riscato. I actually learned about that wine from Olive Garden as well. So that is a perfect pairing in my opinion. And make sure you guys come back to the page after you try this recipe. Let me know if you guys like this, if you guys want some more